I know y'all hate when I do this, but sometimes I just got to speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? I just came home and I saw Simon post, and that was riveting to say the least. It speaks volume. First time he's actually talking. Now, right after in real life, when we all saw Portia file for divorce, I talked to Simon immediately, and he told me that he was blindsided. So, a year later, he's still saying the same thing? And I believe him. I also believe he was targeted. I do. I don't care what nobody says. I believe that. Okay, and I believe that it's somewhat his fault. And like he said, he was in not the right state of mind, and he's guilty of committed, and he think that's something he wanted, and he thought it was real, and it wasn't. Okay, I'm sorry for him. I know what it's like. I was on that show. Simon didn't even make it to the show, to be honest with you. I was on that show for 8 seasons, and my divorce wasn't crazy and ridiculous as what's going on right here in this situation. Okay, I had a conversation with my ex-wife, and at the end of that conversation, I remember the date, May 8th, 2016. At the end of that conversation, what I said is that if we're not going to be together, I'm going to get in my car and drive to Charlotte, and I'm never coming back. After 4 hours of deliberation, as I put it, I didn't see nothing working out, so I got in my car, drove to Charlotte, and I never went back. Okay, it was as simple as that. I even went on Wendy Williams show because, the men don't have no voice on these platforms, so we'll get crucified. So I went on Wendy Williams show, and Wendy gave me the grace, last show of her season, for me to have a voice. And I let everybody know I didn't want none from this divorce. Okay, when Cynthia and I was together, I take 15 to 20%. She keep the rest. Okay, I give it back in taxes on a project that didn't work out for me, so we filed taxes together. She got it back. Okay, some people don't know mathematics. I do. Okay, but anyway, I didn't want it to be messy. Bravo didn't even know for like several months that I wasn't in this household. I live in Charlotte. I never went back. Okay, and I wish her the best. Okay, and everybody can see how that turned out. I'm good. I hope that she's great. I hope that she's doing well. I don't wish her bad at all. But these things could get really I'm so glad that, I have kids and grandkids. I don't want them to see that. I don't want them to witness that. I don't want them to 10 years, 15, 20 years from now looking at me in that manner. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did with me. I walked away with nothing. I didn't want to fight about money. I know how to make money. I don't have to fight about money. Okay? But this ugly. And for this man, he said he was targeted for like $5 million. Wow. Wow.